Can you fix learning gaps over the summer? The answer is yes, absolutely. Summer is an amazing time to work on academic skills remediation and filling in any learning gaps. Many students still have gaps in their learning from the COVID pandemic. So during the summer, we're able to fill in those gaps and really help students start the new school year on a positive note. We also find that during the school year, students are often so overwhelmed just trying to get through their current schoolwork, their current homework, that it's hard to even find the time to work on academic skills remediation and filling in those learning gaps. That's where summer comes in. It's really an amazing time to take advantage of for this core skills building. So, what should you look for in an effective summer tutor for your child who can really fill in those learning gaps? Well, step one is an initial evaluation. When you're looking for a tutor or a tutoring program, make sure that they start with an initial evaluation to gauge your child's learning needs. We want to know not just that your child struggles with reading or writing or math, but which aspects of those skills do they struggle with and which learning gaps do they have within each of those skills. For example, when it comes to math, we have many students that are in upper elementary or middle school who never mastered those early foundational skills: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Math, as we know, only builds upon itself. So without having those foundations, students will likely only continue to struggle even more with math as they progress through school. During the summer, we can effectively build those foundational math skills using research-based, hands-on, multisensory techniques. The same thing is true with reading. Many students struggle with foundational reading skills, whether it's decoding words, reading fluently, comprehending material, making inferences. During the summer, we can focus on remediation to really help build those skills and fill in those learning gaps. With writing, some students are expected to write multi-paragraph essays or even just complex paragraphs, but they never really learned how to write an effective sentence. During the summer, we can go back to basics. We can start with building those foundations, filling in those gaps, and we can really make sure that they start the school year off on a positive note. Next, you want to make sure that there's an effective learning plan in place and not just random lessons that change from session to session. We start at the beginning with where your child is at now and what kind of learning gaps they may have, which is what we determine from that initial assessment. Then from there, we come up with a structured learning plan to effectively address those skills. Your child might just struggle with one skill like reading, but many students have difficulty with multiple skills like reading and writing, or sometimes reading, writing, and math. Many students struggle with their executive functioning skills. Summer's also a great time to come up with a plan for addressing those executive functioning skills and really working on tools and strategies during the summertime when we don't have those academic constraints of school. Many students, especially those with dyslexia or with reading challenges, really benefit from Orton-Gillingham tutoring, which is a specific research-based multisensory technique that helps students with reading challenges develop their core decoding and spelling skills. Summer's a great time for Orton-Gillingham tutoring to really hone in on and develop those foundational skills. It's also a great time to be a little bit more intensive, if possible, with your child when it comes to tutoring, because again, we don't have the intensive homework and the intensive schedules that students often have during the school year. So if you can do a bit of a more intensive summer tutoring schedule for your child, you'll be amazed at the results that you'll find. And then finally, really try to make sure that you find a tutor for your child that they connect well with, someone whose personalities mesh with them and who they will be open and receptive to learning from. All of these components lead to an incredibly effective way to fill in learning gaps during the summer, focus on remediating core academic skills, and help your child start the year off on a positive and confident note. At EBL Coaching, we specialize in one-on-one academic tutoring, and we do a great deal of summer tutoring every summer. Contact us today to see how we can help your child with one-on-one tutoring, either during the summer or during the school year. We do tutoring in person at our learning center. We have tutors that go to the home, and we also do virtual tutoring worldwide. So reach out to see how we can help your child thrive.